What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Derp State. We've got a nice episode lined up here for you. We got some big news too. Looks like Mike and I are going to be. We were trying to get James out there, but doesn't like it's gonna be able to. We're gonna be able to make that
Yeah.
work. Obviously, being from LA, it's kind of a big ask. But Mike and I will be in DC together coming up here on the 22nd for the Remove the Regime rally in DC. That's going to be massive. I know of a ton of content creators that are going to be there, as well as the Dropkick Murphys are going to be playing.
Oh shit.
Got our rooms reserved and should be a pretty amazing time. So yeah, we should be able to get some pretty good content for you. Again, from our nation's capital. Tonight's show, however, we are going to talk about how the internet rumors are ablaze with, let's just say, love is in the air, where people are starting to think that maybe there's something a little bit going on between JD Vance and Erika Kirk, who seems to have completely forgotten she was ever married to Charlie Kirk. Because she moved on fast. Holy cow.
Not a long grieving period.
Not at all. We're also going to talk about Nick Fuentes again because he seems to be Charlie Kirk's replacement. TPUSA tried to make it that young kid, that Brylan Hollyhand,
Yeah, who
I
has
think was his
no
name. Is
charisma.
like 19 years old, right? Has the charisma of a wet sock.
Yep.
And just
and
is not
masturbated
working out.
into. That's him.
Right. We'll call it, say, a special sock. But anyway, most of the right wing incel dudes are flocking over to Nick Fuentes more than anyone. And he was recently interviewed by Tucker Carlson. This is a problem, I think, for not only Donald Trump, because Nick Fuentes does not like Donald Trump for the most part. This is also a problem for Israel because Nick Fuentes is an actual Nazi. He is actually anti-Semitic. He does not like Jewish people. He
Yeah, and
believes
it's a
in all
problem.
that.
It's a problem for all the right wing Zionists too.
Right.
Like this Randy Fine guy, who I didn't know, but I guess he's Jewish. Huge bigot, by the way. So he's a Jewish dude, and now he's going to be in the scopes of Nick Fuentes and all his Groyper movement. And it's like, yeah, dude, leopards eating faces. What'd you expect? All of them are it's got the chickens are coming home to roost, fellas. I know, right? I don't know way to use it. Yes. I'm just gonna throw that in there now and then.
I was like, what was that? We were just messing around with the sounds before. And then we're also going to talk about Donald Trump, how even though the government is shut down and people do not know if they're getting food stamps in the month of November, he threw himself a really lavish, Great Gatsby-themed Halloween party
God, talk
at
about reading the room
Mar-a-Lago.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely just spitting in the faces of not just Americans in general, especially his constituents that voted for him. You would think they would be the ones that are in the streets pissed off, but no, they go along with everything this guy does. It's honestly pathetic.
Well, I covered this on my stream last week. 29 of the 30 states that supported Trump are heavily reliant on food stamps.
Oh, yeah.
So he's fucking over his own people here.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
then it's just going to come back to bite him all in the face. And then there's this one lady who was doing it was I believe it was a CNN article who said she's relying on SNAP to feed her daughter, and she's really pissed off about this, and she regrets her vote. I'm like, yeah, well, if only there was
late
something
for that.
other people that were telling you that to begin with. But you know, at least hindsight is 20/20, I guess. And
well, you know,
they're going to starve for it. So
we did tell everybody this, and we also made sure that we told everybody there are no exceptions for being a Trump supporter. Like nowhere in Project 2025 or any of his executive orders does it say except for people that voted for me. So you dumbasses get to suffer right along with everybody else. Actually, if not more so, because you're the one who are going to be confused. Like, well, how did this happen to us? Because you actually voted for this, where the most of us were like, yeah, this is not a good thing. So you actually deserve it, unlike most of the country that does not. So a lot of big things coming up, though, in the month of November in D.C. I believe starting tomorrow, there's going to be a lot of action down there. And again, it comes to a head on the 22nd with the I keep calling it Rage Against the Regime. Remove the Regime event that is going to be being held on the National Mall. I cannot wait. We got a hotel right downtown, so we'll be able to catch as much as possible as long as my back decides to cooperate. I was actually really upset with my last trip because my back was in such bad shape that I didn't sleep. I was not motivated to do anything when I'm tired. Like I just can't concentrate, yet alone focus on making content. So it was actually kind of a really rough trip. So I'm hoping to make up for it on this one. So, all right, let's get into it. We got a lot to talk about. Let's start talking about Charlie Kirk and his not so grieving widow.
I'm not see that coming.
No, I hope I'll never get married again. I don't think, but if I ever did and I were to die, I would hope that my wife would mourn me for longer than this, because it's and the acting. She is not a good actor. I'm sorry, but this is crisis acting at its worst. And I'm going to show you a couple clips from the recent event that this is what started all the rumors. First, I'll play the clip of what caused all the rumors about everybody's like, are JD Vance and Erika Kirk fucking? Like, so, all right, so here's where JD Vance is going to run into a problem. He's not married to a white woman. And MAGA does not like the fact that he is not married to a Christian white woman.
They don't.
So a lot of people seem to think that they are setting up for a future white power couple. Instead of power couple would be the white power couple. And JD Vance even recently came out saying that he hopes that one day his wife decides to convert to Christianity. He says that they're raising their kids Christian. Basically shitting on all over the fact that she's Hindu.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. She can't kick him out to sleep on the sofa or something, because that'll make him happy. He'll just want to fuck the sofa.
Right.
But it's true. I mean, what power does she have here? She's completely screwed, and you made the devil's bargain, and this is what you got. Supposedly there's rumors that they're getting a divorce, so we'll see how that pans out.
Right.
Anna has a good question here. Says, why do the Republicans in Congress go along when they know we'll vote them out? And even if it is rigged, we'll figure it out this time. Everyone's pissed. Well, because they don't think that they're going to be leaving. They are doing everything that they can to rig the system in their favor, whether it be targeting Democratic power structures like Act Blue, or just simply rigging the vote by putting MAGA terrorists in charge of counting the vote, or sending in the troops, which is probably where this is headed, to polling sites. So that's what's happening. And we have to fight back.
Totally agree. So let me play the video that started all the rumors. Yep. This was them coming on stage together, and just the body language kind of says it all, I think, anyway.
Like his hands on her hips and everything, bro. Like, Jesus. She had a shorter mourning period than it takes to get through to customer service at T-Mobile. You know, like it was the shortest mourning period ever, and she's already like in tight leather pants, letting JD Vance grope her waist. Right. I'm surprised he didn't just do a good smack on the ass. Like, damn, I want to see that leather bounce. You know,
something, man. Jesus,
like it's just despicable, and it was all a farce. And the corporate media fell for it. Well, they didn't fall for it. They were leading the narrative that, she's grieving. I mean, you called it too at the funeral thing, whatever the WWE funeral. Yeah. The smash the coffin event or whatever in the hell they had.
Right.
It was totally fucking fake. It was all fake. It was faker than Kyle Rittenhouse crying on the stand.
Yeah. Here's her. I'll play a clip of her. Here's her behind stage. And it's like, as soon as the cameras are rolling, she's dabbing away tears, man. It's just so phony, dude.
Oh my God. So fake. Jesus Christ.
Anyways, I'm not buying it.
Nope.
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, Chuck Bob also saying they rigged the last election successfully, so why would anyone think we'd ever win another election? Let's not obey in advance, right?
No, I agree.
Trump has never been more unpopular than ever, and we can absolutely beat him and fight back, but we gotta have some war mentality right now.
No, I totally agree with that. So you're right, they're acting as if they're never gonna be losing power. And I think that's the plan in their minds, is just to never give it up. So
I agree.
they're going to do whatever they have to in order to hold on to what they have right now. Because they're getting rich. Again, there's only two types of Trump supporters at this point. You're either rich and you're benefiting off of the Trump administration, or you're just a fucking idiot. It should be pretty easy to tell which one you are. Just check your bank account. Let us know in the comments.
Where, what's tax bracket do you file under? Yeah.
Right, exactly. So, all right, going back to Erika Kirk. I just want to, just how she talks about JD Vance. She says stuff like, I've never known another man. She just says stuff like JD Vance reminds me of my husband.
That's what it was. Yeah. Ugh.
All this weird, cringy stuff.
The eyeshadow that reminds her. Like, come on.
I know. Maybe they share the same, use the same makeup. I don't know. They could share.
I am tremendously blessed and honored tonight to be able to introduce to you a very, very dear friend.
What in the fuck was that
And
pause?
his wife.
What?
They are incredible. And I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President JD Vance. I do. And that's why I'm so blessed to be able to introduce him tonight. He's an amazing man. So please help me welcome to the stage Vice President JD Vance.
God, she was talking like she was getting wet while she was talking about that. That was disgusting to watch.
You're right. The dramatic pauses. It's like, oh God, well, lady, come on, man. You just
Kat says,
killed me.
"Is she high?" I don't know. Maybe
It's
high
hard
on
to
all the
say.
money she's making off of her fucking dead husband's.
She made
publicity.
a shit ton of money off of her husband's death. Holy cow. Dang it. I'm trying to remember my password again to Facebook here.
Oh man, there's so much shit to have your password for now. I just fucking reset it. I'm like, I don't
It's an
remember it.
old
I'm just
password.
resetting
Damn
it.
it. Fuck off.
If it's
I don't
Facebook,
remember.
it makes it even harder to reset it because you have to like. It's like we don't believe that you're you.
I'm trying
How do I
to
prove it?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because I'm gonna have to make it because for whatever reason, StreamYard, all the streams, all of our podcasts on Facebook stream private, so nobody sees it. I have 100,000 followers on Facebook, and nobody sees our podcast because it always streams to private. Unless because it's my personal profile, I have to. If I stream to a page, it'll go public.
Yeah, I've been down that
So-
road. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to eventually just make us a whole page for our podcast, I guess. I don't know. Trying to figure all this technical shit sucks.
Yeah.
But it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Okay, back to Erika. Go ahead.
Yeah, with Charlie Kirk, that one guy who was a cop, and then he posted anti-Charlie Kirk memes, and they arrested him. Did you hear about this guy?
No.
Yeah, he posted anti-Charlie Kirk stuff on Facebook, and they arrested him, held him for like a week or something, 2 weeks, I think.
For memes? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's literal First Amendment violations. Was held without any charges. They just kept him. They just kept him on hold, and it's utter bullshit. This is the fascism that the right has been talking about for so far. Where's the free speech?
Right.
Getting arrested for a fucking meme? Fucking losers. Pathetic.
Nope. I totally agree. So, all right, back to Erika Kirk. This is the worst acting ever right here. Here she is talking to Jesse Waters backstage about her husband, and just tell me, I don't feel any love. Like, I feel like this was an arranged marriage at this point. I have not seen her with her children since Charlie Kirk died.
Yeah.
I've not seen a photo or a video of her and her kids together. And I have still yet to see a fan, because they post family photos, and I know this sounds conspiratorial, but go look at any photo of Charlie Kirk, his wife, and their kids, and you cannot, the faces are covered. They're either facing away from the camera, the kids' faces are always covered, and I know people are like, well, maybe they didn't want to put the kids on the internet. Well, they are putting the kids on the internet because they have them in the photos. It's just this whole marriage is weird.
Yeah,
Weird.
I'm
weird,
not
weird.
convinced that they're actually her kids. I'm not. I don't know if she actually gave birth to them or just got them from that Romanian sex trafficking ring that she was.
You know, it's funny you say
Okay.
that because I can't find any official records of their birth. Like, there's
That's what I
really
mean.
not a whole lot. There's really not a whole lot. And again, the whole story of her and her kids being in Utah to see their father get killed, they weren't even in the state. They
No.
were not in the state of Utah.
We need
Complete
to have
bullshit
our
narrative.
own birther movement right now. Let's start it, Jeremy. You and I. We're gonna have. I want to see the fucking birth certificates. Or as far as I'm concerned, those children are kidnapped by Erika Kirk. Let's do
Could
this.
be.
Release the
Could be.
long form birth certificate.
All right. Here is her talking to Jesse Waters about how much she loved her husband. Blah, blah, barf.
You feel Charlie here right now.
I know you do too.
I feel him too. Well, God bless you.
The fake tears, man.
God bless Turning Point USA. What do you hope to achieve for Charlie and for the country?
Oh my goodness. All of his wildest dreams for this organization and more. He left me a blueprint and all of his journals, but more so than that, I was his vault for literally everything. He shared everything with me, his vision, his dreams, and I know now more than ever, I mean, he was always a hard worker, but now more than ever, he's up in heaven orchestrating and sitting and strategizing.
Sure he is.
And I can just
Sure he
feel
is,
it.
Erica.
He's in heaven. Yeah, he's in heaven orchestrating and strategizing. That's exactly
Meanwhile,
what
he's
it
looking up at her right now, like, "No, I'm not. I'm not.
It's hot out
Save
here. White Jesus isn't real. Imagine just right now, Charlie Kirk's looking up from heaven, watching his wife grope JD Vance, take his companies, his life insurance policies, and just live her best life. It's almost as if she won the lottery.
I'm still not
I'm
convinced that
telling you.
they like there was ever any of this between the two of them. I'm not.
I'm not either. I'm not
I've-
either.
I've
I'm
heard
sorry.
the story between Stephen Miller and his wife. What's that Nazi nut job? Katie Miller, isn't that her name?
Yeah.
And there's like a story of them basically bonding over seeing the ICE kidnappings, and they fell in love according to their own story. So like that makes sense. But I have
Right.
never seen those two. I've never even seen them in the same room before. Now I think about it.
I haven't either, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've seen him in pictures, but there's even photos
They
of
can
them.
fake the pictures. I mean, they can literally just pop in. Okay, I hate you. Smile. Okay, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You know, they can fake all that shit.
Right, well,
But, like,
there's
to be
one
in the same room
picture-
with video.
There's one picture on, I think it's her Instagram, where she says, "Oh, we're in such and such a ball game on this date," and come to find out that that team did not play in that city on that date. Like, there's
Right.
fake posts on her Instagram about how perfect of a relationship they had, and I'm just not buying it. One,
don't
because
buy it.
she's a terrible fucking actress.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, like 1980s soap opera bad.
Yeah.
That, and
Yeah,
that's
I don't
bad
mind.
for those of you who've never seen 1980s soap opera. Oh God, it's so bad.
Yeah. I'm not buying
But-
it at all. It's just something is weird about it.
Right, and the whole Charlie Kirk's death. Like, we've not heard anything about Tyler Robinson. We've not heard anything about the transgender lover. Like the alleged
No medical
text
report.
messages that were right. There's no ballistic report. No.
Ballistics, right?
No autopsy. There was no church funeral, which weird because devout Christians and all that. No church funeral, and we don't even know.
They had
officially-
fireworks.
We don't even know officially what cemetery Charlie Kirk was buried at. I
he was
think he was cremated.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I thought. That's what I heard.
Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure he was cremated just to dispose of the evidence because. Well, what they're trying to tell us and what really happened are two completely different stories. That's why the FBI is kind of like pretending that this case doesn't even exist.
Right.
You don't hear shit. Like when Luigi Mangione knocked off that guy from United Health, bro, they put him in like a Hannibal Lecter style suit and had 30 fucking agents and cops surrounding him as they paraded him down the fucking street. And you mean to tell me we ain't heard shit from Tyler Robinson. Like, I barely have pictures since the day it happened. Nothing of this adds up. I'm sorry.
And they didn't even find Tyler Robinson. He turned himself in, right?
Yeah.
His dad convinced him to turn himself in. The FBI was just like, I don't know, where's the suspect? Like, they had no fucking clue.
According to I think it was Candace Owens, it wasn't even the father that convinced him to turn himself in. Apparently, the cops saw him and were like, "Hey, you look like somebody of interest. You may want to turn yourself in before you get shot." So we don't even know if the story about the parents turning him in is even true. Like, none of it. We have gotten no credible evidence out of the FBI regarding this case.
And then there's those text messages, which are obviously fabricated. It's like, hey, by the way, I hid the gun exactly where everyone can find it. I will go back.
Right.
And
confessing to everything.
You, my best trans friend. I just committed murder.
I know.
Texted like Alexa, for Christ's sake. It's like, would you like to hide the gun here or come back later?
Right. Also, let's think about it. There was 3,000 people on that campus, and all of them are apparently underneath a gag order because none of them are talking to the press. Yeah. None of them are posting to social media. Doesn't anybody find that odd? There were probably hundreds, if not thousands, of security cameras on that campus, and all we got were some fuzzy off-campus security footage of him running across the roof and jumping down from a ledge. Like, that's literally all we got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, none of this makes any sense to me.
And you covered this on one of your shorts, that one guy from Turning Point USA who was like leaning up against the wall, casually taking a selfie video while everyone else was screaming. That was the same dude, I'm pretty sure, based on his face, that was the same guy that took the memory cards from the camera. Remember when we were looking at that footage? I'm pretty sure same dude.
No, so I agree. Yeah, it's
everything is sus. It's very sus.
Right, and you can't put it past that these people would do something like that. You can't. I think it's naive to think that they would not go as far as murder in order to get what they want. Somebody in the comments says we haven't heard crap about Trump's ear catastrophe or the secret behind the bushes at Mar-a-Lago. It's very true because it doesn't fit their narrative. They want
bushes
it to
at
be
Mar-a-Lago. What?
Remember the guy that allegedly almost shot Donald Trump while he was golfing the one time?
Right. Yeah,
that guy.
All that shit got swept under the rug.
Right. We haven't heard nothing about the kid that allegedly shot Donald Trump.
Well, the one in Butler, he was killed.
Yeah, he was killed, but we haven't heard anything about him since.
Yeah, nothing. You're right.
Not a peep. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they're trying to sweep all these stories under the rug because they fucked up. Their narrative, their story that they had planned. This is what happens with stupid people planning out false flag operations. It just goes
it all falls
sideways.
Apart. Yep,
it does. But
that's
even
why they
Candace
have to resort
to come out.
Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say even Candace Owens is coming out and being like, "Yep, Trump had Charlie Kirk killed."
Yeah, and that's why they have to resort to shit like AI slop, and doctoring videos because they can't do an actual cover up, which requires. There's so many moving parts, right? If they fake the moon landing, that has to all the astronauts have to be perfectly on their story and all this shit. But these people can't even fake a murder properly.
No,
so
I agree.
There's nothing about it adds up.
It doesn't, and I don't want to be like the conspiracy guy. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, Israel did it" or whatever. I'm not going down that road. But I'm just saying somebody did it, and I get vibes that a lot of people within this administration, at least Turning Point USA, knew about it. At least people within Turning Point USA knew about it.
Yeah, and we're not even going down the conspiracy road. It's not like we're saying this, then this, then this. We're just simply saying, look, this is weird, this is weird, this is weird. I don't know, maybe blah, blah, but we don't fucking know. And until we get an answer, this is always going to be weird to us.
Right. Well, because like a lot of people are going real into it. Like they're saying, because he had a lapel mic on. They're like, oh, that was Israeli. Well, I mean, because Israel did kill people with pagers and cell phones.
Yeah.
From another country. So it's not too far fetched. But like, I'm not going that route saying, oh, the lapel mic was rigged and it blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not doing all that, But anyway, it's just, like it all stinks. It all stinks. None of it adds up. And we're not going to get any credible information out of this administration on the murder of Charlie Kirk ever. So, all right, moving on. Let's talk about Nick Fuentes a little bit because he was interviewed by none other than Tucker Carlson. And I saw a video saying that Israel got to Nick Fuentes and was paying him off, but I find that hard to believe because he just doesn't strike me as the type that's going to do deals with Israel. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Who knows? But Tucker Carlson is also against what Israel's doing as a country and what their involvement in our politics. But Nick Fuentes
and even
is
Marjorie Taylor Greene, same thing. It's so weird how these right-wing fucking evil people are more to the left of the Democratic Party when it comes to Israel. It's insane what is happening right now.
right. Now, they are against Israel because they hate Jewish people because they're Nazis. You know. The rest of the world hates Israel's government and does not, they're not representative of all of Judaism. We get that.
Yeah.
But people like Nick Fuentes, they're like, oh, all the Jews are bad. That kind of attitude. That's how Nick Fuentes thinks.
Yep.
But just to give you an idea, here is a video of him talking about how he was telling his parents Hitler was right and the Holocaust was fake. Could you imagine being... I can't imagine being a parent and my kid coming up to me and saying that. I may actually slap him. I'm sorry, but what? Pop! Jeez.
Documentary. I came home. I told my parents, I'm like, Mom, Dad, the Holocaust didn't happen. And they were like, we did not raise you this way. I remember coming home from college and my second semester, you know, I got home in the spring and I was like, Mom, Dad, Hitler was awesome. Hitler was right. And the Holocaust didn't happen. And my parents were like, we cannot believe what you are saying. We did not raise you like this. I'm like, I can't believe you're not being chill about this. I was like shocked because my parents aren't even that political. I mean, my parents are like vaguely conservative, you know, like boomers are. And I thought they'd be down to fuck about it. I was like, yeah, guys, guess what?
That is such an odd term to use when talking about your parents and Hitler. Down
I wish
to
that haircut
fuck,
of his didn't happen. Jesus Christ.
down to fuck about it is a weird term to use when you're referencing your parents. I'm sorry.
And I can't get over every single one of these right-wing people, like Charlie Kirk, Nick Fuentes, all of them. You just see them talk, and it's like, you are cringe.
Yeah,
it's so
extremely.
Just their vibe. You know how there's like aura farming? They do like the reverse image of that. They have the opposite of aura farming, and it's just so. I will never get over how these absolute fucking losers get so much. I guess because there's that many losers in the world or in the country. I don't know, but I'll never get over it. No soul. That's what it is. They just look like they have no fucking soul.
Right.
Ugh.
You want to talk about anti-aura farming or what? We got to come up with a term
Anti-aura
for
farming,
the opposite of aura farming.
Yeah.
Because this next clip is it. This is Nick Fuentes selling merch, and I cannot actually say the name of the merch. It's that bad. But I'm going to play the clip anyway, and please forgive me for this.
Remember to get your merch. We have our brand new white ass nigga going hard as fuck shirt at Fuentes.store.
I know, bro.
Dude.
I would say that Tucker is a white ass nigga going hard as fuck. Honorary.
Bro.
Honorary Wang half. Tucker Carlson, you are this week's white ass nigga going hard as fuck. No one can deny. I am one
Christ.
Also, but it's got Wang half.
We need
say that in the right
an
crowd.
Inglorious Bastard squad. We need just carve that shit on their forehead.
Yeah.
Take the scalps. This is unbelievable. Like, again, people want to say that that's a bad thing to say, that it's violent. Yeah, well, our fucking country fought the Nazis, and now they're here at home. My family died fighting the Nazis. Okay. And other extended family members lost family in the Holocaust. So, yeah, fuck Nazis. They're the enemies of America.
Right. Now they make merch in America. Nazis have merch.
We need to find out what that fucking merch store is that made that and put them out of business.
I'm telling you, man. It's a problem. It's a problem. So anyway, here he goes on to Tucker Carlson's show. A couple topics came up. One, of course, was Israel, which was inevitable. But another one was OnlyFans. where they compare OnlyFans to prostitution. And of course, the people that run it, they tie it back to Israel because, in case you didn't know this, but the people that own OnlyFans are Zionists from Israel.
Oh, are they? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Which is, I don't know. I don't know.
Everyone and their mother is apparently a Zionist at this point. Like, I just keep running in, like, just.
I know. I feel like whether you're a Christian
You think
Zionist
they're good people,
or,
and then you find out they support genocide. Well,
right.
you seem so cool, though. Why?
Right. So here is Nick Fuentes, who I'm pretty sure has never actually seen or felt an actual human vagina, talking to an actual talking vagina, Tucker Carlson, who I cannot believe has managed to actually fucking reproduce, bro. That is a horrifying. Yeah. Somebody actually voluntarily, well, we don't know if it was voluntary or not, but somebody had sex with Tucker Carlson and reproduced. Ugh. But anyway, here's them talking about OnlyFans like they know what the hell they're talking about.
Be a porn star. Like, that's your life and that's your career and that's who you are, and it's very shameful. With OnlyFans, it's like having a TikTok. It's like, here's my link tree, here's my Instagram account, here's my Facebook account, here's my YouTube, and here's my OnlyFans.
Why would any of this be legal?
I think that, well, there's, like you indicated, maybe there's an intelligence benefit to that.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a political benefit to that. I think that.
Well, why wouldn't you arrest the people who run something like that?
They should be. If you had a Christian government.
Or how about just a government that cares about its people? I mean, is Iran a bigger threat or is OnlyFans? Iran's not turning my daughters to prostitution that I'm aware of.
Oh,
right.
God,
right?
dude.
I mean, that seems like one of the worst things that could happen to any society.
Oh, absolutely.
So how big is the support for that? Like, if a candidate were to come out and say, we ought to arrest.
Why does Tucker's he just has resting I'm farting face?
He does.
You know that
That's
face
how
when
he's
everyone is
saying,
just trying to let it out. It's like,
it's
that's
his look
Tucker
he
Carlson.
makes when he's trying to look very intensely sincere. He makes this like scowl look that he always has on his face.
And I love how all of these right-wing guys hate porn. They hate OnlyFans. I guarantee you Nick Fuentes has porn on his phone. I guarantee you. He has a bunch. I guarantee you he's giving money to OnlyFans mattress actresses.
Oh, sure.
And that's why he's so pissed off. These guys want so much to have women that want to bang them, and then they shame them when women are promiscuous and go out and fuck, and then they're sluts. And it's like, there is no consistency here. And Nick Fuentes definitely has porn on that fucking phone of his. I guarantee you.
Oh, absolutely. I 100% agree. Probably some very questionable stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
And if they hate OnlyFans so much, guess who's paying for the OnlyFans? It's men. Okay, women do it because there is a means you can make a living doing it.
Oh
Why
my
would
God,
you do
yes.
that when you can buy some of these OnlyFans actresses can buy a fucking house? You're not going to buy a fucking house working, customer service at the T-Mobile store. So yeah, of course they're going to do it.
I forget what I forget the statistic, but OnlyFans contributes like they're more to the economy than most other companies combined.
Yeah.
Because
these
of
women are
how
gonna
much
go,
money
they're
they
gonna
generate. And
Yeah.
again, it's mostly men. Like men will openly bitch about stuff like OnlyFans, but then secretly subscribe to a shitload of OnlyFans models.
100%.
You know what I mean? And Nick Fuentes strikes me as a type that does. He's probably into like fucking furries or something weird. It was like Stephen Miller. I said that he likes to. You know what I forgot to say about Stephen Miller? This has nothing to do with Nick Fuentes, but you mentioned about his wife, Katie Miller.
Yeah.
Apparently, she once said that he likes to eat mayonnaise.
That's right. Oh,
Like not mayonnaise on sandwiches, but just like heaping spoonfuls of fucking mayonnaise, man. You gotta be seriously sick and twisted in the head to just sit there and fucking eat mayonnaise, bro.
Is that what made him go fucking bald?
It had to be something, man. Oh my God. But anyway,
It's
yeah,
so weird. It's like an Arrested Development character, It's just it's like something Tobias would do or Job.
Yeah,
It just makes they're so weird. Okay, whatever.
they really are. So, okay, let's move on from Nick Fuentes and Tucker Carlson. I don't feel like talking about that anymore. But we can talk about Donald Trump now.
Yay.
Because this asshole decided to throw a. Let me show my screen here. Decided to throw a big old fat gay or Great Gatsby party. Which, if anybody knows anything about the Great Gatsby, the parties were all about disgusting excess, like wealth beyond wealth. That was the whole point of the parties. And you could just, I mean, look at this scene.
That picture has the Shining vibes, you know? Like, remember when they're
It does.
showing
It does.
the
Oh my
ballroom
God.
picture?
Yes, it does.
And Jack Nicholson is in the center of it. It gives the Shining vibes. That's what it
You
gives
are
me.
absolutely right.
Mhm.
It does. Marco Rubio's there. I don't know who that guy is.
Jesus, yeah, it looks like a skeleton. It's not
Yeah,
even a
but this
person.
is
I don't
what
know.
this is what Trump was doing at Mar-a-Lago while the government was shut down, while people do not know if they're going to have money for food.
Yep.
The next couple of months could be pretty grim for a lot of people because people are going to have to decide whether they're going to buy food or pay rent or make car payments or buy food.
Yep.
Those are going to be some of the disgusting choices that people are going to have to make because of Donald Trump and his fucking his stupid ass fascist policies. Another thing that I've heard on the internet, obviously we won't know if this is true yet or not, but apparently there was a $6 billion contingency funds just for this specific reason. If the government is
SNAP.
shut down for whatever reason, they could use this fund to fund food stamps. Well, Donald Trump and them don't want to give this money up. And a lot of people are saying that money's probably gone. Spent on other luxurious things for the Trump administration. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, Kat's Amanda and Friends is kind of pointing out what I was gonna say earlier, but I forgot. She says help each other, cook big batches and trade, have a big cook day with friends and family, time taxes. So this is what we're gonna see from the left is we are going to see a lot of communal support among the left because a lot of people, you know, in my Moore camp, we out here in LA, we've been through this before with the fires, so there is a lot of mutual aid among the left. But the right is fucked because they don't believe in helping others, right? Pick yourself up with your bootstrap. So they're not going. They have absolutely nothing, and it's going to totally screw them. I don't think Trump is going to come out unscathed on it. I really don't, because again, he's more unpopular than ever. He's at 36% approval.
I saw that.
It's insane. Yeah. And when people start starving, yeah, that's a very uncomfortable feeling, and it's not a party. No. I think it's shit's gonna break. Shit's gonna break.
And then you got Lord Trump and we call him the dumb one, Eric Trump, whose son decided to dress as money, while Eric Trump is a king in a polo shirt. I'm not really sure what that is.
What is Lara Trump supposed to be? A more slutty cheerleader? I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Peaked in high school. That's the name of the costume.
Yes, yes. Peaked in high school vibes.
But whose kid? Like how out of touch with reality are these kids that you want to be dressed up as $100 bill? Like this is the shit that makes me sick. Those kids they have no sense of what reality is like.
It's again
now
just
that
read
it's
the
Donald
room,
Trump.
you know? Yeah.
They don't. But I actually have a video clip. We could talk over it. There's no audio. But this is part of the party.
Jesus Christ. It is. It's The Shining, dude. Look.
It really is The Shining.
It's exactly what it is. It's The Shining. We need to get the music for that and play that over this. Jesus.
Yeah, it gets worse. Yeah, then there's this thing. I don't know what this is. So again, Americans do not know if they're going to be able to eat, and this is what
the rich are doing.
This is what the rich people are doing in this country. I fucking hate rich people, and I hate everybody that voted for this. I truly hate everyone that voted for this.
Same. I saw a tweet, and it described the difference between millionaires and billionaires. And if you had you're a millionaire, you spend $10,000 every day, it would still take you like 500 days to run out of money. Whereas if you're a billionaire, you spend $10,000 every single day, and it literally goes past your lifespan. That's how much money billionaires have. $10,000 a day, and you don't go broke for like 260 something years. I think the math came out as. It's insane, and we need to tax the rich. Nothing is going to happen with the Democrats unless we force them to back that.
I agree. I think that's where a lot of because Kamala Harris was actually talking about that, having them pay their fair share. I know Tim Walz was,
but then she backed off
that.
on it. That was the problem,
right? But I think that's what drove a lot of these corporate demagogues or whatever you want to call them over to Trump's side, because they knew it was a pay-for-play scheme completely.
Yep.
Which we called from the start, and it's showing itself in real time now. But I just want to show you guys, while Donald Trump was doing that lavish party at Mar-a-Lago, I want to show you what was happening on the streets of D.C. Here is actual military going after kids that are trick-or-treating. It's not a joke. This is a real video. Yeah, I thought that was ICE at first, because they like to cosplay as military, so it's honestly hard to tell, but they have the BDU issued hats on. So I think that was honestly National Guard. I don't know the circumstances of that, but I don't think under any circumstance should National Guard be laying hands on kids.
No.
We can't. This is why I hate Trump supporters. Like, we can't even get one night of peace. One night we couldn't have Halloween for the kids to go out and enjoy themselves and relax. Kids who are not involved in politics, who did not vote, who don't give a fuck about politics. We couldn't give them one night of peace and quiet just to let them go out and have fun and be a part of the community. Yep. No, we had to have National Guard and ICE out in the streets arresting children. And again, that's what they target. They do not target criminals. They're not in like South Central LA going after the Crips and the Bloods. No, because they would get fucked up if they did that. They are targeting women and children. I'm telling you, I challenge all of you, go on the internet, and I guarantee most of the videos you find of ICE apprehending somebody is a woman or a child.
Yep.
That's who they go after. They're not going after big, tough criminals because they're scared. They're just, like I said, they're cosplaying as soldiers, but they're not. They're not soldiers.
Yeah, but if we saw this footage, it's been said over and over, but if we saw this footage anywhere else in the world, we would call it what it is. It's fascism. But now our corporate media can't find that F word to use in their vocabulary anymore.
Nope. They have failed. I heard I forget, I think it was CBS radio ad. They're like, we're the station for America, reporting only the facts. I'm like, oh, fuck God. You.
Fuck CBS.
I know.
I am so glad that Barry Weiss is just running it into the ground. Like, I could not have pictured a better scenario for her. Big flagship moment as the editor-in-chief or whatever, and she just dumps the fucking company's ratings. I love it. I love that for them.
I agree. So, all right, moving on to Trump here. He did an interview with 60 Minutes, which I think is the first one. Isn't 60 Minutes the one he sued them? Didn't he
He sued CBS
falsely editing the Kamala Harris thing? Right. That was the same thing. Well, anyway, apparently they edited the actual living shit out of this interview, and it's not hard to see why, because some of the stuff he says is insane. First, let's start with that he is just going to continue to try and lie to everybody that prices are down and everybody's happy, because he thinks if the stock market is doing good, then everybody is doing good, even though I think it's Kristen Walker asked him, because most people don't care about stocks because most of us don't own stocks. Nope. You know what I mean? Most people don't give a shit about what's happening in the stock market. But here he is, like, we all have eyes and we all have wallets. Even those of you out there that are not good at math, I know you see this shit is way more expensive than it used to be. Meat prices are through the freaking roof right now.
It's insane. Yeah, I wanted to get a steak. I saw the price. I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'll stick with pizza.
Yeah, you almost have to be rich these days just to be able to eat steak. That's how crazy shit is right now. But he's just out there lying. Yeah, like, yep, prices are great, inflation's great, everything is great. Like, maybe for you because you're out there manipulating the stock market and lining your own pockets. But for the rest of us, shit is getting real rough, and it hasn't even shit hasn't even hit the fan yet. But it's starting to get rough. But here's him trying to lie his way out of it.
Just hit an all-time high. We're doing really well.
Can I ask you, Mr. President, on that point, though, when the stock market is doing well, that doesn't affect everybody. Not everybody's invested in the stock market.
It does.
But there have been grocery prices
are up. 401ks. People have 401ks. Their 401ks are double what they were a year ago.
But for people that don't have
they're not
invested in the stock market,
but
they've seen their grocery prices go up. Inflation.
No, you're wrong. They went up under Biden. Right now, they're going down. Other than beef, which we're working on, which we can solve very quickly.
It's just a complete different reality, and that's all that they have. That's all they have is lying, and I think this is where the disconnect is going to happen among the MAGA base, because they're going to see him saying that, but that doesn't change their fucking bank statement. You know, that's not going to change. He's not going to, look, here's a wand, wavy, wavy, receipt is now gone, gravy. Like, it's not going to happen like that.
Right.
And I think that's going to be the thing that's going to start waking some of them up.
Right, and his solution to bringing down beef prices is to buy beef from other countries.
Fucking Argentina, yeah.
Right, which is, by the way, riddled with a disease. Diseased meat is his plan to bring beef prices down. So screw the cattle farmers. He's already screwed the soybean farmer. So now screw the cattle farmers, and we're just going to buy diseased meat from other countries.
Yeah, disease meat is not something you want to fuck with. That can
I think it's foot and mouth disease is something that's really bad with the meat coming out of there.
Right.
So no, thank you, no, thank you. I'd rather just be a vegetarian if that's what it takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the interview gets worse though, because she asks him about one of the pardons, because apparently he's pardoned like 1,600 people.
Yeah, name is like this sounds racist, but I swear this is his name. It's like Chen Peng Zhao or something like that.
He runs a crypto business.
Yeah, let me look up his name.
He's some corrupt crypto guy who helps launder money for, like, I don't know, terrorist organizations like ISIS and shit like that. Well, Donald Trump pardoned him. Okay, and then he admits that he doesn't even know who the guy is, which is really funny. Which is really funny to me because they wanted to fucking investigate Joe Biden and say that the pardons Joe Biden gave were not valid because he didn't know who he was pardoning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, here, I have a clip of Trump and then James Comer, talking about it. They wanted to investigate the auto pen, which is so stupid, but let me play this video real quick. We'll talk about it.
Well, I think the auto pen is one of the great scandals of our time. If the auto pen was our president, or to put it a different way, whoever operated the auto pen was our president.
There we have President Trump calling out his predecessor, Joe Biden, amid new revelations in this auto pen investigation. This now, as a report from Axios, says that Biden officials raised concerns with how he issued pardons and used the auto pen. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer leading that investigation. And, sir, good morning to you. Thank you for coming back. Let's go ahead and dig into it. Here we go, Axios yet again. There was a mad dash to find groups of people that he could then pardon, and then they largely did not run it by the Department of Justice to vet them, end quote. All right, where are you now, simply stated in your inquiry?
Well, we've been bringing in staffers in the Biden administration, key staffers. We started at the bottom. We've been working our way up to the chiefs of staff, trying to determine the process for how President Biden's administration used the auto pen.
See, they do that because that's what an actual responsible administration does. They say, hey, maybe this is a little bit too quick. Let's look at this through a different perspective. They're doing what a responsible government should do. Meanwhile, Trump just comes and says, where's the pen? Give it to me. I'll sign it. Just sign everything. Gonna sign it all. And doesn't even, and we've seen this with the bills, right? When he was doing all of his executive orders, like, what is this one? What is this one? Okay. And what's this? He doesn't know. He doesn't know his own fucking, what year it is. He doesn't know his birthday.
No, I agree with that.
Talk late, especially that you see him talk lately. He is in that CBS interview too. The guy his mind is in space. Like he's just not present.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, but let me go ahead. So we saw the interview. We saw the clips of them saying that we should investigate Joe Biden because he doesn't know who he pardoned. And it was all the auto pen, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, they asked Trump about it. And here he is like, I don't know who the guy is. I don't know who a lot of these people are. Right. They just give him to me. It's like, what the fuck, man? Oh, my God. This is the guy running the nuclear codes right now. Oh, holy shit.
So far this year, the president has pardoned or shortened the sentences of more than 1,600 people. The latest pardon was for a cryptocurrency tycoon who is known as CZ. The company CZ founded, Binance, helped boost the profile of the Trump family's crypto firm, World Liberty Financial.
He pled guilty in 2023 to violating anti-money laundering laws.
Right.
The government at the time said that CZ had caused significant harm to U.S. national security, essentially by allowing terrorist groups like Hamas to move millions of dollars around. Why did you pardon him?
Okay, are you ready? I don't know who he is. I know he got a 4-month sentence or something like that, and I heard it was a Biden witch hunt.
In 2025, his crypto exchange Binance helped facilitate a $2 billion purchase of World Liberty Financial's stablecoin. And then you pardoned CZ. How do you address the appearance of pay for play?
Well, here's the thing. I know nothing about it because I'm too busy doing the other thing. I can only tell you this.
So that guy was
playing the ignorant card. Yeah.
That guy, though, was involved in setting up Donald Trump's crypto scam.
Yep. He also helped launder money for terrorists, I believe. It was either ISIS or Al Qaeda. I can't remember which.
I can't remember which one it was, but it was somebody.
Yeah, and again, you're never going to see reports like from Axios like that of like Trump administration concerned about these pardons because there is no concern. They don't give a fuck about running this government properly. They just only care about one thing and one thing only, and that's making Trump happy.
Yep.
That's it. And it's so stupid that the Democrats continuously fight for these fucking norms and standards that the other side will not. Look, they're already talking about nuking the filibuster again. The Republicans are going to do it, and the Democrats held on to that shit for so fucking long for norms and appearances and procedures,
right?
And it's all out the fucking door, and it's never going to get better until the Democrats stop doing that shit.
No, I agree. J.B. Pritzker gave a speech within the last couple of days where he tells Trump to fuck off with an exact quote.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna play the clip tomorrow because we're talking about tomorrow. We're doing some election coverage because I know there's. Tomorrow's election day in the United States. Again, I know a lot of you guys are tired of talking about elections right now. Some of us are even having a lot of doubts, including myself, in the entire election process. Because, again, I just feel like they're not acting like they're just going to give up power in a couple years. I mean, they're committing crimes out in the open. They're pardoning criminals. You know what I mean? They're tearing down the White House without congressional approval. They're committing war crimes and posting them on Twitter like it's a fucking meme. You know, they're not acting like they're ever going to leave. Why would they leave in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years just to turn around? Because they would absolutely go to jail. All of these people would go to prison. Especially like Kristi Noem, Stephen Miller. Jesus Christ, the mayonnaise guy.
Try just eating mayonnaise in prison. Ugh.
I'm sorry, man. I think so little of that guy. Like between the mayonnaise and like, I honestly picture him. I don't picture him, but like if I imagine he's the type of guy that probably wanks while watching ice raid videos with a belt around his neck.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Rufus. What's up, big guy?
I don't know. I took him for a walk earlier, but he's just hovering around. Do you need water? Do you want agua? Well, I'll see.
He responds to Spanish, not English. That's funny.
Yeah. The Prop 50 stuff, like there are some signs of hope with the Democrats fighting back with Prop 50 here in California. And then I believe that Virginia is also going to gerrymander more Republicans out and put more Democrats in. All good things. And then there's some state house, again, where the Democrats have a trifecta, and the Senate state president, who's a Democrat, said they're not doing that. I'm like, kill yourself. Fucking die. You do not understand the scenario of this world that we are in right now. That is not the way
I agree.
forward.
Like, I could rationally say that I don't think this is a good way to go about doing things. You know what I mean? Like gerrymandering maps, but the other side is doing it and leaving us with no other options. So either we sit back and do nothing, or we do the exact, like, we have to stoop to their level on some occasions.
Fight back. Yeah,
right. We cannot take the moral high ground anymore. Okay. We have to tell them to go fuck themselves to their face. Like, shove your heads up your asses, eat a giant bag of dicks, like whatever you got to do just to shame these people into oblivion. But taking the moral high ground and all that those days are over, man. That shit failed miserably.
Yeah. It was a great saying, but it was not good in practice when the other side is shameless. And I know that Pritzker and Newsom are getting a lot of praise for all they're being so mean in their speeches. They're saying what they need to say. Again, I can't get over that these two men are in power, and J.B. Pritzker is a billionaire too. Mm-hmm. They have power right now to actually save the community, right? They could be ordering prosecutions. They could be taking over the National Guard. They could be doing a whole host of other good stuff, but all they're doing basically is tweeting through it. And
I agree.
You see, I've seen this myself. You see the community, regular ass people putting their lives on the line to potentially get shot by ICE because their neighbor is getting kidnapped. Mm-hmm. And they still do it. They have the balls and the bravery to do it. And Newsom and Pritzker have the bravery to type something on a phone. Wow. Yes, the bare minimum Democrats. I'm so happy for them.
You have a very good point. I've actually seen regular unarmed civilians be more effective in driving ICE out of communities than these fucking lawmakers.
Yep.
You are absolutely right.
Have you seen the stuff with Kat Abu-Ghazaleh running in Chicago, I think? Do you know her? She's a new candidate, and she has been on the front lines doing the exact same thing. She's getting in ICE's way. Yeah. And no, they indicted her, right? But that's a hero, an absolute hero. And she is, I gave money to her, and I'm not giving to fucking any Democrats right now, but I did give her money because that is the kind of energy we need. Same thing with Zoran.
She's the one that got through she's the one they threw to the ground, and she just keeps coming back. Yeah, she's fierce.
And then Zoran trying to like get face to face with Tom Oman that one time earlier this year. Like that is the energy that we need. And we need to start backing that, and we need to start supporting it. So I support both of them.
I agree. And Democrats, read the room. Read the room. We are pissed, and we are not happy with the way you do things anymore. We are ready for a lot of change.
And so Schumer and Jeffries still won't endorse Mamdani. It's like fucking primary them. They have to be primary. Anymore.
1 second Jeffries does, and then Jeffries is in the pocket of Israel. That's a fact. Yeah. So that is the reason he won't support Mamdani. That's just.
But it's so weird though, because Richie Torres, huge Zionist, also in the pocket of Israel, and he supported Mamdani. It's crazy. The weirdest thing. And then Hochul, same thing, huge Zionist as well. She supported Mamdani, but Jeffries and Schumer won't. They can't see the writing on the wall. Yeah, they have to go.
I agree. But let me play one more clip.
Crypt keepers from the Dems. Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. One more video just to make your blood boil a little bit before we go. This is they're asking, right?
There we go.
This is they're asking Trump if he thinks ICE is going too far, and you'll probably not be surprised to hear that Trump thinks they're not going far enough. Again, I just played a video of you guys showing military going after kids on Halloween. So Trump thinks that's not far enough, which is quite disturbing.
More recently, Americans have been watching videos of ICE tackling a young mother, tear gas being used in a Chicago residential neighborhood, and the smashing of car windows. Have some of these raids gone too far?
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been held back by the judges, by the liberal judges that were put in by Biden and by Obama.
You're okay with that?
And you dumb fuck. Some of the judges were your judges. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
It's always the liberals and always the leftists.
Well, here's the thing, though.
No responsibility for his actions.
It's where it gets so fucking weird. How the MAGA loves to criticize the left for open borders and being soft on immigration. Biden was the one who continued the Remain in Mexico policy, right? Obama was the one who ramped up deportations way back in the day. And yet they're still criticized by the right. So maybe the lesson here is to stop playing into their game and start saying amnesty for all immigrants. This is not that fucking hard because, and the other thing, there has to be some militarization because like you were saying, these guys are acting like they're never going to leave power. So we need to start threatening them with prosecution. Say, if you break the law, when we're in charge, we will find you and we will come after you. Nothing's going to change until we start doing that.
Right, exactly. Don't think you're just going to blend back into society. That's not how it's going to work this time around. We allowed that to happen in the past, and it's one of the reasons we're in the situation we're in. We didn't properly prosecute people after the Civil War. We didn't properly prosecute Americans who were part of the Nazi Party back in the 30s before World War II. But we, again, KKK, name your hate group. We've never properly prosecuted any of them in the United States. As a matter of fact, we can't even get Republicans to denounce white supremacy in America. They're more than willing to denounce socialism, but they will not denounce white supremacy in the United States.
Nuremberg is the compromise.
I agree. Nuremberg is the, yeah, we need a 2.0. Definitely in the United States. We need our own version of it.
We have to. It's the only way out of this.
So that's all we have for today, guys. We'll be back on tomorrow with election coverage, Mike and I. And then don't forget, 3 weeks, right around 3 weeks from now, we'll be back in Washington, D.C. This time, I'll be at the veteran sit-in, but we're going to also be at the damn it, I got it wrong again. Remove the regime protest where Dropkick Murphys will be performing.
Yeah.
Mike and I will be there getting as much coverage, trying to do interviews, because there's a lot of influencers down there that we know now, or at least that I know, that Mike is going to get introduced to. Like Jolly, Matt, U.S. Army Overlord. I met, I don't know if you guys, Potty Mouth Pollyanna, I think is what she goes by. And there's just a bunch of other people that are down there that are going to be there on the 22nd. So it should be a really good time. Other than that, have a good rest of your day. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll see you tomorrow.